students, welcome back to Alpha Tutors. Today we are going to discuss about how to balance the chemical equations with some examples. Before that, if you are watching my video for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to my channel Alpha Tutors. We are going to study some examples for balancing the chemical equations. If you haven't watched this, the link is in the description. Let's get started. So, our first equation is Fe plus H2O will gives you Fe3O4 plus H2. So, first we write the element present in the equation from the reactants and the product side. So, in the reactant side, we have FeH2, that is hydrogen and oxygen. And in the product side, we have the same, that is Fe, hydrogen and oxygen. And now, we will count the number of atoms of each element. In the reactant side, we have 1 Fe and H2 means 2 hydrogen atom and O 1 oxygen atom. In the product side, we have Fe3, that is 3 iron atoms, Fe atoms and H2, 2 hydrogen atom, O4, 4 oxygen atom. First, we will balance the iron. So, in the reactant side, we have 1 Fe atoms and in the product side, we have 3 iron atoms. So, we need 3 atoms of iron in the reactant side. So, we need 3 atoms in the reactant side in order to balance it. So, we can put 3 here. Now, we will balance the oxygen atom. And on the product side, we can see that we have 4 oxygen atom, whereas in the reactant side, we have 1. So, in order to balance it, we need 4 oxygen atom here also. So, we will put 4 here. So, in the reactant side, as we balance the oxygen atom, we can see that the number of hydrogen atoms also changes in the reactant side. That is 4 into 2, that is 8. So, we need to balance hydrogen again in the product side. We already have 2 hydrogen atom and we need 8, that is into 4 is equal to 8. So, we need here 4. We can put here 4. So, finally, the equation is balanced. We have equal number of atoms in both reactants and product side. If you know any other easy method for balancing the chemical equations, comment below. So, let's try to balance some more chemical equation like H2 plus Cl2 will gives you HCl. First, we can write the elements both in LHS and RHS, that is reactant and the product side. So, we have hydrogen and chlorine as the elements which present in the reactant and product side, hydrogen and chlorine. Now, we can count the number of atoms for each element. So, in the reactant side, we have 2 hydrogen atom and 2 chlorine atom. And in the product side, we have 1 hydrogen atom and 1 chlorine atom. So, we need 2 in the product side when compared to the reactant side. So, we can put 2 here so that the hydrogen and the chlorine in the product side get balanced. So, this equation will automatically get balanced. And next we can balance one more equations, that is BaCl2. BaCl2 is barium chloride plus Al2SO4 thrice will gives you BaSO4 plus AlCl3. So here this is somewhat long but it's very easy to balance. So follow these steps. So, first we can write the elements present in the reactant and in the product side. So, in the reactant we have barium, then chlorine, aluminium, then SO4 means S for sulfur and O for oxygen. And in the product side also we have barium, chlorine, aluminium, sulfur, oxygen. They are same. Okay. So next we have to mention the number of atoms in them and start balancing. So when you count the number of atoms in the reactant side, we have 1 barium, Cl2, so 2 chlorine, Al2, that is 2 aluminum atom. And SO4 thrice means 3 is common for all the elements present inside them. And we have 3 sulfur atom and already we have 4 oxygen atom and 3 is common. So 4 into 3 means 12 oxygen atom. Now we will check the product side. We have 1 barium atom and chlorine is 3 chlorine atom and aluminium is 1 aluminium atom and sulfur we have 1 sulfur atom and O4. So 4 oxygen atom. Now we will take which has the most number of atoms and then try to balance it. So we have 12 oxygen atom in the reactant side but only 4 in the product side. So in order to balance we need to multiply by 3 in the product side. Into 3 will get 12. So here in the product side we can put 3 here. And here when we look in the product side, the barium and the sulfur also changes into 3. So we have to change this also into barium changes into 3 and sulfur also changes into 3. So it's very important to notice the changes in the other element when you focus on the one. So sulfur get balanced here and but barium changes. So in the right side we have to put, so barium have to be 3. So barium for making the equation balance it should be 3. So in the reactant side we have to put the 3. So again we can see that the number of chlorine atom changes in the reactant side, that is 3 into 2 is equal to 6. And so we need to balance in the product side again. It have 3 atoms already but we need 6. So multiply it by 2 we get 6. So we can put here 2. So when you put 2, here the aluminium atom also changes into 2 in the product side. So you have to rub it and write it as 2. So aluminium automatically get balanced. So hit and trial method sometimes takes times or little confusions, but I think this is the simplest way. If you have any doubts, comment below. So this equation is balance the number of atoms in the reactant side and the product side becomes equal. Now we will balance the next equation, that is sodium plus H2O will gives you NaOH plus H2. The first write the elements. So in the reactant side we have sodium, hydrogen and oxygen, and same in the product side also sodium, hydrogen, oxygen. Now we will count the number of atoms in the reactant side. So we have 1 sodium atom and 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom. In the product side we have again 1 sodium atom and 1 oxygen atom. And in the product side the hydrogen is split and we have here 3 hydrogen atom. So next we will look which has the highest number of atom, that is the hydrogen in the product side and 2 in the reactant side. Since the hydrogen is split in the product side as NaOH and H2, we can just take the NaOH and put 2 here so that we get 4 hydrogen atom. And remember one thing, that sodium and the oxygen also changes, and don't forget to note that. So sodium changes to 2 and oxygen changes to 2. So remember one thing, that when you balance the chemical equation or adding a number of atoms to it, try to write it in the left side of the element, note in the bottom like H2. Don't write it in the bottom, just try to write it in the left side of the element. Okay. So in the reactant side also put 2 for the hydrogen atom and it changes to 4. And here also the oxygen atom changes to 2 and note that changes also. I know for some students it bit confusing, but we can just understand the balancing of the chemical equation only by doing many examples, so don't stop with one. So here we can see that the oxygen atom becomes balanced automatically, but the sodium changes, and we can also balance it by putting 2 in the reaction side. And so finally the equation is balanced. So let's conclude. Today we studied about the balancing of the chemical equations with examples. I hope that you have understood this topic clearly. And if you want to know the balancing of any other equations or have any doubts and suggestions, comment below. See you soon in the next section. Don't forget to subscribe to Alpha Tutors for more videos. If you get any value from this video, smash the like button. Thank you.